I'm just joined by a member of staff here. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
What are your names?
I'm Mary Deuri.
Mary, you work here?
Yeah, I work here.
How do you feel now that you appear to have a lot of new customers, important customers, so to speak?
We're very happy. At least now we have so many customers with us. We're very happy about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any specific products, perhaps, from your network that could entice your new clients, so to speak?
Yes, we have bundles. We have new amazing bundles where we have weekly bundles, we have daily bundles, we have monthly bundles and 90 days bundles. When it comes to daily bundles, we have 1 GB for 99 bob, then we have 250 GB photo for a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lastly, what is the call rate comparatively between Safaricom and Airtel? Which one is cheaper? How are your tariffs?
Our tariffs compared to calling, they're very cheap compared to Safaricom. Okay. When you're calling to other networks, if you have to bonge, it will call you for 2 shillings for the network. Calling from Airtel to Airtel, it's free. Yeah.
Very well, that's just one of the staff members here. And I'm now going to proceed to speak to one of the members of parliament who have actually migrated. This is Mheshimiwa Raphael Wanjala, the member of parliament for Budalangi. Mheshimiwa, have you migrated, umehama, ama umeboycott? What's the situation?
First, we have boycotted. Two, the next stage is kuhama sasa. Now we are moving. And that is why I'm at the shop. Here I'm changing from Safaricom to Airtel. Yes.
Has it already been done or it's in the process of
being? It is in the process being done. And we must teach Safaricom a lesson that they don't need to be indulging in political affairs, since it's a cooperative. It's a corporate that runs a business that serves everybody. It doesn't matter which party you are. But then they sided with the Jubilee, helped Jubilee to rig our elections.
What did you tell the people of Budalangi now that you're here?
I'm telling the people of Budalangi that we are moving. It is time to move, and we have started moving. We want up to the next week, Friday, we are done with Safaricom.
Very well. Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa. As you migrate, that was Mheshimiwa Raphael Wanjala. As you may see in the background, we are inside the Airtel shop at the Nakumat Junction, which is now a beehive of activity, hundreds of customers here. I just want to speak to Homa Bay woman representative, also known as the Iron Lady, Gladys Wanga. You've been on the front line of this economic boycott. Where do you see this going in the next few days or few weeks?
We are determined to resist every company that we feel is an oppressor or supports the oppressor or has blood on its hands, bloods of our supporters, bloods of our brothers and sisters. So we are in this for the long haul. Anybody who thinks it's short term is mistaken. We are in this for the long haul. We are going to go on until we see Safaricom on its knees. We are going to go on until we see Bidco on its knees. We are going to go on until we see Brookside on its knees.
Have you already migrated or?
This is just what I've come to do here. As you can see, I'm in an Airtel shop. I've never owned an Airtel line before. I've been a faithful client of Safaricom. Right. Faithful.
Yes, yes.
But today, I am moving.
Some people are arguing that Safaricom is one of the largest employers in the country, directly and indirectly, given you have outfits like M-Pesa, which subsequently also employ many other people. What should happen to that? Does that amount to economic sabotage?
It doesn't amount to economic sabotage. What you're saying is Airtel can create shops in areas where people no longer want to use M-Pesa. Right. Brands come and go. Yes. We had a bus called OTC.
Yes.
People used to go in it, but now it's no longer there. Now brands come and go. Yes. And people still travel on other buses. Yes. So same way, we will remember Safaricom, that there used to be Safaricom, and it's no longer there in our areas. Yes. So really.
Lastly, to the people of Homa Bay, now that you're here, and you also control, I should say, a national constituency, to the women folk and the people of Homa Bay, now that you are migrated, what should they do?
I just want to inform them that if you call me on a Safaricom line, I am unlikely to pick. So if you want to communicate, and I'm sure many other Kenyans are saying, from Friday next week, don't call me from a Safaricom line. I'm unlikely. You're unlikely to communicate. You're highly likely to hit a gridlock.
Lastly,
a deadlock.
Yeah, there's some information coming through in the social media. Is NASA planning to have a communication outfit, so to speak? Some people are alleging that NASA is dealing with Safaricom so that you get it.
We are not in that business.
Very well.
We are not even in the business of marketing anyone else.
Yes.
We are just doing our job.
Okay. Yeah. Very well. Thank you very much. That is Mheshimiwa Gladys Wanga, woman representative of Homa Bay County. She's on the line just waiting to migrate. Mheshimiwa Raphael Wanjala, Member of Parliament for Budalangi, has already migrated from Safaricom to Airtel in this action of boycotting these specific companies that are purported to be dealing or supporting the cause of Jubilee, which NASA leadership feels that has actually ingrained this dictatorship that we are having right now. I just want to have a closer look, perhaps where Esther Passaris and Opio Wandai are also in line to migrate. Mheshimiwa Opio Wandai, have you already migrated or changed your line?
Actually, I have. I'm just in the final stages.
Yes.
And this is something I'm doing wholeheartedly. Yes, because it's the right move to take as a patriotic Kenyan and member of the NASA resistance movement.
This has worked perhaps in the United States during the civil rights movement. Is it likely to work here? Is it going to crash the economy? Or do you think the people will heed the call?
Everything that happens on this earth has got consequences.
Right.
But we're looking at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture here is what is in the best interest of Kenyans.
Right.
Yes. What is in the best interest of Kenyans is for the country to revert on the democratic path. And for us to do so, we must deal decisively with the forces of impunity that have subverted our democracy and made free, fair elections almost impossible in this country.
If I may ask you, lastly, you are as you are an individual customer. There are corporate customers, CDF accounts, county governments, corporates, even the national government itself, who use largely, say, the M-Pesa platform or other services. Is this going to escalate to the corporate level, or does it end at the individual level?
Well, we have appealed to all Kenyans of goodwill who subscribe our philosophy and ideology of positive change to follow suit and migrate.
Yes.
As to whether all of them will heed our call is a matter we can wait until that time. But we are confident that most Kenyans have felt the pain of this administration, which is supported by these corporates, by these organizations, by these products that we are boycotting from today.
Lastly, Mheshimiwa, when you say supported, do you mean that perhaps Safaricom as an outfit or these companies like Bidco did contribute directly, perhaps in terms of cash or other logistical support? And how legal is that?
Well, it is common knowledge that the ownership of these companies are in bed with Jubilee. Yes, that really sums it all. Yes. You don't need to go further than that. Yeah, the rest are details.
Very well, thank you, Mheshimiwa Opio Wandai, Member of Parliament for Ugunja. I just want to come and have a rather closer look at the migration process that is going on. I think on a normal day, this shop perhaps is not as busy. This shop is not as busy. And as you can see on the line is Nairobi Women Representative Esther Passaris, who's just in the queue. And people asking questions, how does Airtel money work? Perhaps those are not questions that were being asked a few weeks back. Maybe that just alludes to the fact that how used we are to the M-Pesa product. You can see the staff here just keying in the new lines and just activating the new lines. identification papers being exchanged here and there. It is expected, therefore, that at the national level, the NASA supporters will heed the call. And if this remains the case, then the Airtel shops are supposed to be very busy, or should expect a lot of customers. I don't know if this technically could create a jam of sorts. Some pundits arguing that it's also going to create a business balance, given that Safaricom has had quite a bit of a chunk, a very large chunk, almost 75% of the market in this mobile telephony market. Some members of parliament, like Mheshimiwa Raphael Wanjala, appear to be having more than one line for their sons, for their wives, and perhaps their associates as well. Well, there are also other customers that are trooping in, apart from what I could describe as the VIP customers that have found their way in this shop. And it also has a trickle down effect. Mheshimiwa, are you saying that somebody is saying, Sina, your Airtel number?
Yeah. So I'm just about to get the number and send them.
Okay, and send to your whole phone book.
Yeah.
Well, could it be tedious a bit also? Because then it means that everybody else within your circles have to adapt.
But it's worth sacrificing for. The cause is worth sacrificing for. Just spending a bit of time communicating my new number, being in Comunicado a little bit. Yes. It's worth it.
Well, very well. There you go. We are coming to you live from the Nakuma Junction at the Airtel shop here, where a group of parliamentarians from the NASA PG has actually come to make sure that they actually migrate as the part of the first parts of the economic boycott that was announced by the NASA leader Raila Amolo Odinga, Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula, and of course in absentia Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is in Germany. Other parliamentarians are in other parts of the city, other parts of the country doing the same. Bidco has been listed as one of those companies. Safaricom has been listed as one of those companies. Brookside has been listed as one of those companies whose products ought to be boycotted. It remains a wait to see as to how this boycott will proceed, what effect it is going to have on the companies and in the economy at large. Maybe I can just have 1 second with Millie Odhiambo. You're saying people are
sumburing me. I'm trying to change my line from Safaricom to Airtel. Yeah. People are harassing me at why is your Safaricom line still on? Can they leave me to change my line here?
They're expecting you to have migrated immediately.
We have told them that we have between now until Friday. Yes. But the public is ahead of us. They are not even. I am in an Airtel office shop now to change. Yes. Haras have been supposed to switch off my phone. And if you want to reach me, I have an Airtel line. I wanted to migrate. Now the public is not even allowing me to migrate. Right. Because if I migrate, I would actually retain my usual Safaricom line, but on Airtel. Right. But because people don't seem to understand that yet, yes, I am actually moving to my Airtel line direct. Then I'll move later I'll migrate. And migrating basically means I will retain the same Safaricom line and Airtel. But because people are not understanding, now I am moving to my old Airtel line with immediate effect.
Very well, that is Mbita Member of Parliament, Millie Odhiambo. Well, keep it here as we bring you the events as they unfold, as the measures that were announced by the NASA leadership after IEBC declared Uhuru Kenyatta winner in the botched October 26th elections. We are coming to you live from the Nakuma Junction, reporting for NASA TV. I am Maurice Ochieng.